Facebook's being weird. So Nick will keep pushing buttons, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know what's going on, but third week in a row, it won't connect. So we're not waiting. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I need to go home and go to bed. So just people have been asking, you guys are too lovely, asking how my mom is doing. It's really up and down. She came home on Friday from the hospital. She was in there for 2 weeks, got through the severe infection. They were working on heart issues. It was just, it's a schmozzle, right? Somebody that age, one thing leads to another. But she managed to come home on Friday. Yesterday, my brother was still up from Pittsburgh helping out. He had to go home. Obviously, can't stay up here forever. But he and I took her to Emerge, and once we got her admitted, he left. So my mom and I were in Emerge for 8 hours. She's back on antibiotics. It looks like maybe another infection. It's just crazy. Again, not rebounding. So unfortunately, it means for my younger sister and I that right now we are covering 24/7. We are working to get other services set up so that the two of us can alternate nights and staying with her through the evening, have nursing come in during the day and other services. It's just not all set up yet. It's they have to do home visits. They have to check things out. So it's like another week. It's just for you guys. Means, those of you that are used to my being around here outside of my guaranteed hours, I'm just not here. I'm making it by the last little minute, popping in here and turning the lights on, opening the door, and I'm taking off right after. So I know that I've missed some of you that are used to popping by after hours because you know that I'm still here doing stuff, or coming in the mornings. Normally I'm filming. I'm not having much time to film. It's bad. So literally, like I was with my mom 29 hours straight from yesterday through to today because Nick came in and manned the station here just to make sure that we had the coverage before my sister was able to finish her day. She had a lot of meetings. She's been taking vacation days. I don't get vacation days. Nick is now my vacation day. So he's covering hours. If you see him here in the shop, show him a little grace. He's learning the system. Today, unexpectedly, someone came in. So Kim, I hope you love your candlestick, and bought one of the items from tonight. But it meant I hadn't come in here and printed off.
Candlestick.
I thought it was the Delft candlestick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, so it was one of the things I was going to show you. She saw it in the new this week, but I hadn't printed out the barcodes yet, which meant Nick's going, I don't know how to sell that. The barcode reader has nothing to read. How do I find this? So there's always little new things that await his discovery and his moments of discovery here. He packed his first legitimate shipment from beginning to end today. So it's been a lot of firsts for him, but bless his heart, he's stepping up.
Kim was my second sale ever here.
Kim, you were his second sale ever. So Kim, I knew Kim was going in, and we kind of giggled about, oh yeah, go in the store, make him sell you something. See how it goes for him. But he's stepping up. So even I thought that I'd be able to get my mom home from the ER on my own if it came to that, if she wasn't getting admitted. And luckily Nick showed up with a muffin for me and helped me out because I wouldn't have gotten her home on my own. So after that long, her strength was just gone. So it's been a lot of pitching in. It just means that right now, all my extra hours are spent down there between two of us to try and cover for the past week and a half. 24 hours a day has been kind of crazy. We're still next week looking at covering probably from maybe about 4 in the afternoon through to about 10 the following morning, which is tough in and of itself. But hopefully we get the care in and can get that book this week. So at least the days are covered and my life might settle down a little bit. And my husband just gets a house all to himself and the dog. So because I'm in Oakville, I'm elsewhere. But thanks to everyone with the good wishes and you know the little gifts that have been dropped off from my mom and just saying my mom loves her orchids. So there you go. Let's jump into this. I would talk about the videos this week. I don't think I can remember the videos. Oh, Nick, see that white one way over there? Frame? Yeah, that was Monday's video. Okay, so Monday's video was ostensibly an Easter video, so an Easter decor video with frames. What I wanted to do is show you how to do this without using air dry clay and molds and resins and just setting this up without any of those. So how you could do that really easily. Obviously, you could do the same thing. As much as I decoupaged a little bunny in there, you could use your transfers with some florals. You could use any kind of decoupaged image. You could paint this in black and gold, doing the same kind of thing. There's a lot of flexibility just using this base idea and taking it forward. So the bunny makes it sort of Easter, but somebody said this would be lovely in a little kid's room. So it's just thrifted frame, dollar store egg, old wooden bead strand. So you don't always have to use the more expensive things for some of your projects, meaning like the molds or the transfers or the clay or the resin. This was done very inexpensively. I think the whole project cost under $6. So not bad. So I do like to show you guys sometimes. I mean, I am obviously going to be using the molds because I got them and the stamps and the transfers, but sometimes I'd like to show you things that give you a little bit more flexibility, especially if you don't have the budget to be buying all the things, right? That gives you a great idea of how to be able to do that. Friday's video is a little watercolor journal. So I've been trying to be dedicated to doing that a little bit more, just for me. So whether you want to learn to do watercolors, this is just a really fun, funky little whimsical bird. So see what you think of that one. The stuff tonight. This is a really eclectic mix, and I've got some really cool and different finds for y'all tonight. So and some definite vintage things and some things that took me by surprise when I started to research them and look them up. So let me kind of jump into it, and I'm going to go over here so I can pass some of the big things off to Nick. So this carrier, so whether you're using it for bottles, whether you're using it for condiments, whether you're putting 2 plants in it, use it as a planter form, it's got this kind of leather look to it, right? So it's got the curved pieces, almost like you'd see the leather doing and with the banding on boxes and totes and suitcases and things. But this is heavy. It is solid metal. Not necessarily cast iron. It's not cast iron. But it is definitely done to look like it is stitched leather. And this big metal carrier is $14. All right. This one, this is what I like about this. So obviously, big ceramic glazed basket. Perfect, obviously, into the Easter season. So whether you're mounding up all kinds of different colorful eggs, or you're putting in chocolate eggs with a little bunny as part of your decor, I think this would be lovely. Could you, if you envision it with lavender sprigs coming out in both directions, or if you put like 2 little African violets in there, So it's got a lot of flexibility for different looks over the course of the year. Lends itself to Easter, obviously, very well, but I think that it can be a really cute, really cool decor piece that you can switch out seasonally as well. So $14 for that, and it's got some heft to it as well. Okay, this is perhaps a different kind of find for me. I saw it and it just, so sometimes I just see things and I think to myself, that could be a thing. I thrifted with a girlfriend of mine that I've known since I was 10. So we've known each other over 55 years. Jeez. All right. I should have just said we've known each other for decades and left it at that. It doesn't sound nearly as bad. But I go up and I visit her like once a month in Guelph. We go out for lunch and we do some thrifting up there so that, because I'm there and we have fun and it's kind of our thing. So she laughs because I'll be picking something up and she's going, "What are you getting that for?" And I'm going, "Oh, it's a thing. Like people collect this. This is a thing." So I thought, nothing's going to stick to this, that this might be a thing. Because it's weird, right? It turns out it's a thing. So this is a ceramic amphora by the artist Enzo Cucci. And despite the fact that it looks more Egyptian, he's Italian, go figure. It's got like glazed ceramic tiles embedded into it. This piece, well, not this very piece, one that looks identical to it, is currently listed on eBay. Are you ready? $307. Oh, no. Okay, I have it for 35. But these are art pieces and it's a thing. And who knows? This is sometimes how I start learning about some of these things, right? Just because I come across it. Sometimes I'm gifted them. I have a couple of mid-century modern pieces that I haven't listed for you guys yet. I kept thinking I'd put them on Etsy and I am just never here for that. So I'll probably list them next week in the shop. Eventually, maybe things will get onto Etsy again, but I am just too tired. So just no time soon. Just sometimes the weird, the wonderful, the wacky are kind of cool. Now, this was a cool find too. So this is in kind of like the soft lemon yellow. This is a vintage Pyrex salad set. So you have the larger dish with those lovely scalloped edges, and we've got 4 matching bowls. Now this is from the 1950s. It is in awesome shape for its age, but you guys can kind of see that rim. That's where just that base where it hits the table has been worn. That's about the only place that the color is worn on any of these bowls. The only other exception to this is that right here on this, and I took a close-up pic of it so you can see it on the website, there is one little chip from the edge of this, and that's it. So the rest is in awesome shape. So this, where did I see this? Did I see this? Yes. So I saw a set of this. It had the 2 bowls and this bowl for $75. So I have, and quite honest, that set had a lot of scratch marks. So the only wear is kind of the reasonable wear where you would expect. So for its age, it's still in awesome shape. You can see you don't have tons of scratches, which is usually what you find in these vintage pieces. So $55 on the site for the 5 bowl set of this. And in the lemon yellow, usually you just see them more in the Pyrex light green color, not so much this light soft yellow color. So it's also a very cool find because of that as well. We've got this little decor owl. Now, So he's a little pottery owl, glazed in kind of a distressed looking soft green. What I love about him is the bisque, the unglazed contrasting pieces, both in the eyes and in the florals going up the front. It just makes him a really cute little decor piece for $8. This is just an adorable little Nippon sauce boat. It's got the floral decorations on the inside around the rim, along with the gold gilding all around the rim, down part of the handle, and also in some of the florals around the edging. And it is in great shape for its age. There's not a lot of wear to the gold, which is usually where you see the wear happening. It's got the Nippon stamp and everything. It's $10.50, but this Nippon sauce boat without the underplate I saw for $45. So you get the full set for much less, which is very cool. I have a couple of these little grater plates in the shop. I pick them up whenever I see them, quite honestly. I've sold a number of them, and a lot of people get them or gifted them and they don't know what to do with them. But these are hand painted pottery pieces, usually in Portugal or Italy, but anybody could make them. And they've got this rough center, and these are used for things like you could grate, fine grate Parmesan on it. You could do garlic, ginger, wasabi, anything like that. So that when you grate it, you then just take a little pastry brush and you just brush it off, and you have lovely, finely grated, whatever it is you're doing. So this one in the green and the yellow is $5 on the website. And I know that a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I had a couple of Buchan small little pots that I had for sale. These come from Portobello, Scotland. They're very collectible in their thistleware pattern. I happen to have a trivet. And this trivet I saw online for, I think I did the trivet, $25. So it's $9.50 in the shop. And it does have the felt backing with the Buchan stamp on it. So it is legitimate and very collectible for the people that collect them. You don't see a lot of the thistleware coming up for sale. So it's a cool little trivet. All right. I love the design on this mug. So this is a Mexican mug, signed on the bottom. All of the hand painted design on this is all raised. So it's got a very cool textural feel to it. It's all slightly raised, almost in that kind of dotted mandala kind of style. It says $9. The patterning goes up the handle, and black base in terms of the trim. And I love that. I love the detail on that. So cool. This guy, I originally picked this up. So whether you think of it as a charcuterie board or a cutting board or a trivet as well, I had picked it up thinking, oh, that's a cool shape. I'll maybe paint and I'll do something with it. And then I decided to sand it. And I got off all of the dust and the gunk that was on it. And this beautiful wood was hanging out below it. So I hemp oiled this baby up after sanding, and it is gorgeous. So this is a Cucina Martelli charcuterie board, trivet, cutting board, whatever. And it is $13. And it is just a beautiful grained piece of wood, which is in great shape now. Okay, I have another set of mugs. Now these are Corning ware. This is, I think, the Fruit Harvest mugs.
Basket.
Pardon?
Fruit basket.
Fruit basket. So cherries on one side, apples on the other. I have a set of 5 of these. These are vintage, and I'm selling them for $18. There is a set of 4 on Etsy. Somebody is selling for 33. Here you get 5 for 18. Even better. And then nobody's paying the Etsy premium, which is better still. All right, this guy is exactly what you see. He's a big honkin' wide wood shelf sitting bunny in the natural wood color, $11. I'd originally thought about painting him up, decoupaging him, doing something. And then I waxed him up. Waxed or hemp oiled. I can't remember which one. It might have been hemp oiled. And cleaned him up a little bit. And he's just gorgeous as he is. So I left him. And what I like about this is that as much as he lends himself very well to the upcoming Easter season, he is just a honkingly cute bunny. And he could be up on your shelf all year round because he's just a bunny. He doesn't have all the whimsical other Eastery kind of colors or feels, just in this neutral wood brown look, that natural wood, just cool as he is. Those are my 2 natural wood things. So there you go. Here, just a lovely crackle glazed blue floral vase. It's got the unglazed natural edging up top. The subtlety of the pattern. So that's cool. These guys, I have a set of 4. These are Noritake amber stemmed glassware. These are from the 1980s. And I have 4 of them that are in perfect condition. And they're for $24, but I did see 2 for $45 online. So if you love them, buy them wherever, but much better deal here for 4 of them. Cute little, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little Crown Royal pink. I was trying to think if there was a real, I think I forgot to write down. I found them online, but I think I forgot to write it down here.
Pink roses pattern.
Yeah, it's the pink roses pattern. I was just trying to down the price that I saw for them. So they're bone china. They've got the gold edging, slight little scalloped edges. So they're beautifully delicate. Just really nice little vintage pattern on these. And the set of 5 of them is $18. Okay, this is metal. It's got wrought iron ends, and it's got this V-shaped with a decorative band on either side in between. So it does not sit like a park bench. It sits in that V position. So I thought when I saw it, it would be really cool on like a charcuterie table or with dips, and all your crackers sit upright in a row along here, or your slices of baguette sitting up in there. I just think it'd be a really cool presentation of it. That's how I would end up using it. You could do like small books booked in there with the back corner binding sitting down in that ledge. Couldn't be huge books because then it would extend too far. But I just really loved it as like an item on a food table. I think they'd be really cute. I have 2 of them. I'm selling them by the each, $9 each. And just that wrought iron end. If you got a clue what they were for originally, I don't know. I just had my own ideas. If they had been flat, right, and just kind of an L-shaped bracket in here, then I know, and bigger, then they would have been like a fireplace, part of the fireplace fronting. But it's not what they are. And it was just too cool, too unique. So little decorative banding along that edge. I don't know if you guys can see because they're dark. There you can kind of see that way, but I loved them. Just, I love the different, and they were different. Speaking of different, I love this mug too. So the other one I loved with all the hand painted raised patterns. This has no raised patterns. It's a two-tone mug. So you've got the bisque fire and then you've got the glazed, but look at the shape of this mug. So it angles off to the side and it's got a wonderfully round, like big, wide mouth on it. I love this. Now, because it's narrow on this side, easy to sip out of, right? So it's not like you have to slip from that big, wide, flat edge, which would be awkward. It tapers in, so it works perfectly as a mug. I love the thought of this holding like little jelly beans. Like it's so wide for your hand to go in, and having, you know, like the Jelly Bellies, all those different flavored jelly beans. I don't know why it makes me think of jelly beans. I think because it's like this wide bellied mug, and it just makes me think of that. But you could have your tea out of it, but you could also have your Jelly Bellies out of it. $9 for this. And it is stamped. It's got the maker stamp of the potter on the bottom as well. This hand stamped little divided poppy. Okay, we know that I'm not knowledgeable about flowers, but I think it's a poppy.
Looks good.
Yeah? Okay. We're going with poppy. I call it a poppy divided bowl. So the two-sided divided little bowl, just super cute. $9. The other little bowl I have is this handcrafted and signed pottery bowl. I'm calling it a blue swirl pottery bowl because of that blue glazing. But in particular, look at the swirled and dripped glazing on the underside. So this guy is $8, and I love him too. Two more glasses. These are handcrafted in amber with black stringer design. So 14 for the pair of these really large, tall, solid drinkware glasses. This would be, they're just beautiful. I love the black stringer work. And the design on the black contrasting with that light amber, just lovely. I love nice glass, nice glass. Okay, two more things because I'm running out of steam. I'm looking forward to my jammies, my tea and my jammies and my bed. My bed, not sleeping over at my mom's because I'm sleeping over there Thursday night and Friday night as well. I was supposed to go out Saturday. I know I can't do it. I'm working in the shop till 5. I know I'll be done. I'll be dead, and I won't be social. So I had to cancel. So the rest of my family is all going out. All my kids and my husband, they're all going. I'm staying home. Me and the dog. You know, that's what happens when you're an introvert. It's like, okay, I've exhausted my socializing energy with all my sleepovers and trying to man the business and stuff. Okay, this copper kettle. So it is $11. It is the crystal clear, pristine on the inside. It has wear and aging on the outside, as copper does. But I will say this, it does not have a porcelain handle. It has a faux wood handle and knob. It does have the little plug for the steamer there. So could you use it as a kettle? Sure. But I love these as decoration, right? It's like just putting flowers in there. You can tilt the handle off to the side, right? So that's off to the side, lean the little lid off, and then you've got this big potted plant with the greenery sticking out, or cut flowers because it's water, not waterproof, but water.
Resistant.
No, just it holds water. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what you call that. But yeah, so I love them as decor pieces. Just the copper is beautiful. And I personally love it when the copper starts to patina. You could polish it up. I leave the choice up to you, but just a cute piece. This last one that I have, is actually 3 pieces. So has the big cabbage salad bowl. Stamped on the bottom. This is from
Portugal.
yeah, I want to say Portugal. Yeah, it's Portugal. I have this and I have the 2 side plates. There is one tiny little chip on the edge of one salad plate. I did take a close-up pic. It is in the description. If I seem like I'm saying that, I'm getting people that don't read my descriptions or look past the first picture. And then if they get something and has that little chip, they're disappointed. But I pointed out to you guys, okay? So when I know it's there, I'm telling you. So I do have the 2 side plates, which, you know, again, if you're having salad for 2, then perfect. Or you get to use this as salad. Use these on the same buffet table. This bowl alone right now is currently being sold by Williams and Sonoma for $123. Just this bowl. I'm selling the bowl and the 2 side plates for $31 because I can, and because I'm super crowded. And I would rather have good prices that you all love and the things can find their way into a new home. It's like I'm rehoming things. It's like I'm rehoming puppies. They need a new home. So you don't want to charge so much for puppies that they just grow up without a home. It's these. I'm rehoming. That's my new word. And they say, what business are you in? I am in rehoming decor and thrift flipping decor. It's like, because I'm rehoming those. They just need a little bit more time and love and attention. So yeah, I rehome stuff. That works for me. Okay, that's what I got for you tonight. Thanks as always for tuning in, whether live with us now or from the comfort of your home on your own timeline. That works just fine as well. Check out this week's videos, just 2, while I'm battling the sleep deprivation and the lack of time in the shop. It's making a difference on my ability to be able to get some videos out to you. So I've cut back from 3 to 2 until my time is my own again. And we've worked some support systems out for my mom. Thank you for showing me some grace during that time. Really appreciate your comments and your support. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. I am working my schedule around it, making sure I'm here for you for that. Looking forward to seeing you then. Until then, guys, take care. Nope, YouTube just doesn't like to shut down for me.